Welcome to today's class. So today we would be talking and welcome to today's class. So today we would be talking about introduction to Google Drive, and with that we'll be learning alongside the slide and a practical overview of what we are talking about today. So first off, we have fundamentals of Google Drive, and we're saying here is what is Google Drive, what's its benefits, setting up your Google Drive account, and navigating the Google Drive interface. So basically, Google Drive is a cloud storage service that enables users to store their files and access documents online. It offers about 15 gig free storage space with an option for you to purchase more if you exhaust your 15 gig storage space that has been allocated to you. It can be accessed from any device with an internet connection. And one of the benefits of Google Drive is that it is easy to use, it is accessible, it is secure and reliable, and then it allows you to collaborate with others. And the best part of it is navigating Google Drive is very simple. So to start off, let's move on to navigating Google Drive. So basically, I'll just start off by opening a new tab here. So for my tab, you can see I have this open. This is just a new tab, and I'm going to show you how to get to Google Drive. First of all, you just click on the menu bar there, and you see Drive here. Basically, this menu bar contains every app owned by Google. Yeah, basically every app run by Google here. So this is it, and then we have the Google Drive here. So, Google Drive, what does it entail? How do we navigate it? What are we going to learn in this particular session? So, for Google Drive, basic navigations, this is us here. So, my drive basically is where everything you have stored on the drive shows up here. Then, if I choose to drop down, this is it. It shows me everything I have, which is everything that is being displayed here. Moving on, we have my computers. So, my computer is saying that your Google Drive account can be linked to every laptop you have ever used because you have it open on this different laptop. And the best part about this is that when you sync your laptop with Google Drive, what happens is that it backs documents on your laptop on Drive itself, so that if anything happens to your laptop, you don't get to lose your documents. They're on your they're on the Google Drive. So at the end of the day, it's not a win-win situation, but it's a win in the sense that you don't get to start afresh. You get to have these documents already stored in Drive, and you get to pick them up and continue from where you stop. Then shared with me is basically a part of the drive that shows you every file that has been shared with you. So if anyone shares a document with you via email, it shows up here. And then at that, you can even choose to search so what type of document was shared with you. As you can see, we have the document, spreadsheet, presentations, form, photos and images, PDFs, video, shortcut, sites, and the likes here. And also, if you go to modified, it more or less shows you what time or day this particular document or changes were made to this particular document. And then you have search for people. So whoever shared it to you, their names come up here. Then recent is showing you that, okay, these are the documents I worked on recently, or these are everything that has been uploaded recently. So these are documents and videos here as well as pictures. Then start allows you mark very important documents. Those are documents that you get to work on regularly. So when you start them, they just stand out. And then if you have a lot of documents in your drive, they don't get mixed up. It's easy for you to identify these particular documents. Spam folders are folders that drive identifies as being wrong, or they're not meant to be here, or they are, or basically it identifies them as threat to you. So they are all in spam. Then we have the trash. So trash is where every item you delete comes to, and every item that is being deleted and is in trash gets to say 30 days before they are deleted forever. So even if you mistakenly delete an item, you can easily recover it from trash as long as it's not up to 30 days and you realize very fast. Then storage is basically telling you how much space you have used, and as you can see from here, you have 81 MB out of a 15 gig used. I mean, I still have enough space, and then I also have the option of getting more storage when I exhaust my 15 gig. So back here, I want to show you something. Google Drive is wonderful in the sense that it is linked to all of Google Major's product, where we have the doc, we have the sheets, we have forms, we have slides, we have maps, sites, whatever Google product we're looking for, it's all here. And yeah, it's all here. And also we have others by the side where we have contact, you have your tax list, you have your keep as well, you have your Google Calendar. So Google Drive, it's a lot of things put together. So moving on, since we're keeping to the slide, we have uploading and organizing documents, color coding and the likes. So basically, if I need to upload a document here, all I have to do is click on new. I have the option of creating a new folder before I download. I already have a folder here, but let's create a folder and name this let's just name this naming files. So if we have naming files here, I have this folder created. It means that if I upload anything which is a single file, I can decide to move them. For example, now we have this particular one, bootcamp responses. So I can choose to move it by clicking on this. I can either go here to move it, and if I click on this to move it, it will show me a menu. So waiting for that to load, and I'm putting it under naming files. And once I click move, it moves. So you see that it's no longer here. If I go to naming files, I have oh, give me a minute, please. So, okay, I opened the wrong thing. If I go to naming files, I have bootcamp here, and you can see this documented inside here. So, one thing I would like to show you is that normally when you create a folder, they come with this default color gray, but there's so much more you can do. So let's talk about color coding. So here with this particular menu, we're seeing that open meet. What this does is you can connect this to any app you want to. You can go ahead to download this particular document if you need to. Probably you lost it or you need to work with it offline. You can go ahead and download it. You can also rename it and then you can share with others. So we have the share and copy link there as well. Then this is the part I really needed to show you. Now most people don't really know about this part where we have organize. Organize, you can move a document, you can choose to add a shortcut and you can stir it. So first I'm starring it. I just started it. That's one to make it important. Two, I want to color code it. So instead of having the normal a gray color, I might choose to go with red. Now, what does this do when you color code files or folders you have? When you color code folders, it helps you remember the companies you work with or what they stand for, because now you have different colors arranged, and you can tell yourself that okay, if I'm working with four companies, company A is blue, company B is green, company C is yellow. So that way, even without reading their names on the document, you already know okay, if you are directing someone to use your laptop when you're there, you can just tell them click on the orange folder. That's where I have everything on the company. So yes, so that's a very beautiful thing and it's wonderful. And also I think I missed out something. Let me come back to this. File information. So file information is very important. It tells you details, and there's a part that was added, this activity. So what activity does for you is it tells you what's going on in the document, when the document was last edited, when it was moved or something. Like for example, this document now, naming files, I added a document. You can say for activity, it's showing me you moved an item here, it's showing me you created this item, you moved it. So it's showing me the activity that's happened in a particular folder. So even if I share this particular link with someone else, I get to track what they are doing on this folder. So at the end of the day, I know that okay, this was deleted by this person or this happened by this person did so and so. For details, basically, it's more or less going to give me the size of the details, who have access to it, when it was modified, when it was opened, when it was created, and the permissions we have on it as well. So also, we have collaboration in new time, and in this part of collaboration, we're going to be talking about using Google Docs and all of that. So I would go back here and I'll create a Google Doc document. So this is Google Doc. I'll just click on it and then it shows me, yeah, it's moving to new basically. So this is an untitled document in Google Doc, and there's so much we can achieve on Google Docs, right? Saying that sharing of files, setting permissions, viewing and editing. So we have this particular document and we're working on it. I want something to be on this document so you understand what I'm doing. So I'll just go back and probably type give me a minute please. I'll go on and type better copper. So once I search for better copper, this is what I see. I'll still go ahead to open it because I want to take something out of the Better Copper website. So this is what we have here on Better Copper website. I will just go ahead to copy all of this. So now once this is copied, I go back to my document and I paste it here. There's one thing you should know. On docs, you can do a lot of things. So, for example, I want to show you this now. For this particular camera sign, it's showing that I can collaborate with someone using Google Meet. Now, in case you have never heard of Google Meet, basically, Google Meet is an online meeting app where you can host virtual meeting with others, talk, and in the process of having that meeting, you can choose to do that on doc because while you're having the meetings, you want to document things, you want to write it, and then you want both parties to agree that this is what is being talked about. So you can use Google Meet. Moving on, we have the comment history. So for comment history, it's telling us that okay, someone visited this document and comment. So this particular one is to add a comment. No, unless I'm adding a comment saying I don't understand what this means. Meaning when I drop this comment, whosoever is working on this document just notice that I highlighted this and then I already said I don't. Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't understand what this means. But then I've already queried what this is. So meaning they would go ahead to explain to me what this means, especially if it is a document someone shared with me. I'm trying to pass a message across. This is something beautiful about it. Also, you can still go ahead to drop an emoji reaction saying, okay, you understand what's going on, you're happy with what you see. So the whoever is working on this document is okay with it. And then you can also suggest edits. You're telling them, okay, this is what I want you to write, this is what it is. So instead of committed to growth, you can say let's grow. So it gets to show when somebody else drops a comment on your document, and that's of course it was a suggestion anyway. Also, for you have version history. The thing about version history, it tells you the changes that occur in the document, and then if you're not happy with it. So when I share this document with someone and I want them to take a look at it, or maybe edit certain things that are on it, so I get to see what was edited, and I get to contrast whether what I had before is better, and if I want to restore it. Now, if I click on a version that was earlier before the edit was done, am I allowed to restore the particular version I want to? Because probably you don't like what was edited in the document and then you want to restore it because it's your document. It's easy to do that. You just click on the restore part of it, and we are good. And then there's also another part I did like to share. Here we have the suggesting, editing, and viewing. So when you give a viewing permission to a document, whoever is viewing your document, probably you can use this when you're presenting to board members, shareholders, and you just want them to see the document you worked on. You just use the viewing permission. It takes off every other thing, and then you concentrate on the document you are presenting. You know, you can do that from here. You can now go back to editing, and I got it for by pressing on this particular icon here. All right. But also, you can choose to dismiss this when you're done, and that's that. It's gone. So moving forward, I would go back here and I'm saying, okay, adding comments. We've talked about adding comments. We'll talk about collaboration for effective feedback. Then moving on, syncing and everywhere access and access anywhere. Now, the beautiful thing of also about Google Drive is that it is you can sync it from anywhere. You can access it from anywhere. So there's no situation you have to say, okay, because I'm not with my device, I can't make this correction. As long as you have a mobile phone with you or even your laptop, you just all you have to do is basically log into your Google Chrome account, and we're good to go. You're here, or you get a Drive app on your phone, log in, and this all your documents appears here. So, and there's also one thing I need to show you, right? So when you're working on Google Doc here, all you have to do, especially when you're working on a file, you see this cloud icon, you click on it. You have to say, you see, my document is ready for offline use. This is set by default because I want a situation whereby even if I'm working and my internet gets disconnected, by the time it comes back online, it automatically update itself. So I don't stress about that. So I can work on a document offline and it gets to update itself once I'm connected back to the internet. Then we have Google Doc Sheet, Form, Drive, accessing Google Sheets from Google Drive, creating an new spreadsheet. So basically, just the way we created docs, you can go ahead to create Google Sheets. So once you have this, you just click on Google Sheets and yeah, you have it opening up. This is Google Sheets. So you can go ahead and start editing your Google Sheets, freezing. These are the menus. You have the file menu, edit, view, insert, format, and the likes. You also have the menu where you can take off everything on top and have just your spreadsheets. You have the menu you can take down. You can see enhance your data with drop down chips. Got it. You can always do this when you have your system opened. This is just an overall course. Then by the time we go back to our slides, we have the part where we're saying unveiling hidden features. So for hidden features, these are features that nobody actually notices, and just a few people really know about it and use it. So basically, I've spoken about version history. I've showed you the activity tab to track what's going on the document you shared with someone. I've showed you about collaboration. So I'll show you about OCR for images and voice typing in Google Docs for hands free. So let's start off with voice typing in Google Docs. So the best way to use voice typing in Google Docs, it's not being displayed here. So you have to find look for it. So you go under tools. When you have tools, you'll see your voice typing here. So once you click on voice typing, right, we have your icon here and you click on it to speak. Now, notice what happens. It starts to type as I speak. So Google Docs voice to text is very interesting. It is, I wouldn't say 100% accurate, but at least by the time you're done typing, you have little corrections to make, and that's that. It's not that you have to make so much corrections, but at least you have some corrections to make and your document is good. So you can use this while you multitask. It's going to save you that time, and then you're able to do two things at a time and make little corrections to this. Yeah. So that's that. If your voice is very clear, it can pick it up. It depends on your accent because this is set to a particular region and how they speak as well. So this is beautiful. So I'll stop here. So you notice everything I said is everything it has typed out. So all I have to do is make the correction. So this is actually a time saver, and welcome to the world of multitasking where you can do two things at the same time. So this, I think the next one here is OCRO, optical character recognition for images. Now to do that, I'll go back to my Google Drive. So I have a image here. So if you have a text image and you need to type out everything on that text image, what you do here is you come here. So I'm saying we have image here, PNG. So I'll double tap on it so that you can see it first before I move forward. So this is the image here. You can have a bigger image as well. Whatever it is, that's fine. But this is me showing you that this is the image I'm using. So once I go back, all I have to do here is click on this and I'll have open with. So I would open with Google Doc. I'm opening it with Google Docs. Let me close the sheet documents here. Then this is Google Doc loading. So once it loads, I'll show you something that just happened. So we have all the text on this particular picture is the text we have underneath here. What happens? It picked out all the text in the picture and wrote it out. So it's just like remember when when you were a student where you had to snap your friend's notes, and then most times because you cannot copy it out, you just get to photocopy it. But with this, it makes your life easier. Even when you're at work and your boss is like, "I take this document, type it." All you need to do is take a very clear picture. The clearer your image, the more the clearer your image, the more this works out well for you because it will easily pick out the text and then you have to make little or no corrections. So make sure that whatever image you're using is going to be very clear to use the optical optical character recognition for images and from beyond the basics. Now I'm going to talk about setting password for shared links, adding expiring dates, embedding Google Drives in websites and all. So to embed setting passwords. So I'm sharing a file with you or a document with you or a folder with someone, and then I have to set permission based on what I want them to see. For this now we have share and it's saying I should share. So when I click on the share options, there are certain permissions that come on. Now I have this where where I restrict it. Now if the link is restricted, it means it's only people's emails that have been invited to this particular folder that can see it. It's only people with access to this link that can see it. As long as they are added here, where you type in their password, they're the only people that can see it. But if I change it from restricted and I use anyone with the link, what happens is anyone I share this link with has access to it. They can view it. No matter if maybe I give it to one person, someone gave it to another person. As long as they have that link, it's fine. Then you notice one thing, you can decide how you want someone to view your document. They can see it as a viewer where they just view it, nothing much. They can see it as a commenter where they just get to drop comments on your document and make corrections so that you can go ahead and write out corrections so that you can go ahead and do it. And then you can also let them view this particular document as an editor. So for an editor, they can make changes on this, organize, add, and edit files. But there's something else I also want you to see. So you see this certain icon here. When you click on it, it opens up, right? And it's telling you editors can change permissions and share. So if you don't want your editor to change permission and share, you can just uncheck this box. And editors cannot change permission, neither can they share. All they can do is just edit the document and leave. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Or in cases where I have commentator. Let's see what happens here. It's still this, so this is fine. But there's something else I need to show you when you're using Google Doc. So I'm sharing a document, right? And I want and let's have this open up. So I'm sharing this document and I'm saying the same way we have restricted as I discussed, it's the same way we have it here, but this has more options, right? So when I say it has more options, is when you click here. Now it has these options where we're saying editors can change permissions and share, right? Then it also has this option where we're saying viewers and commenters can see option to download, print, and copy. Once you turn this off, someone can view your document, but they'll not be able to download it. Neither can they even copy it because this has been turned off. This way, you're protecting your document for certain people to use. So that way, they don't get to download it. They just get to look at it and leave it because you turned this off. This is another way of protecting documents when you're sharing them with people or you're sharing them with someone, or in cases where you're freelance and you want to share it with your clients. So this can work. That means the only way they might even get to use your document is if they take a screenshot, which many might not because of the stress. So you know that you have those permissions to work with as well, and I believe this should help you. And then, last but not the least, conclusion of key takeaway, emphasizing the value of Google Drive and enhancing productivity. So basically, I'm saying that with everything you have learned today about Google Drive, you have noticed that Google Drive is not just your ordinary tool, but it's a tool that comprises of other tools that instead of you to move from one app to another, you just get to connect them all in one. Because imagine I need to work on Sheets and I have to work on documents. All I have to do is open up Drive. Drive already has these items linked up there. And there's something I even missed out. You can add whatever thing you want to add in Drive, e.g. For example, when we spoke about more, I want to connect more apps that are not here. And then I click on connect more apps. These are other apps that are on the Google Workplace Market. I can choose to buy them, especially if I use a paid plan. There are so many apps I can connect with Google Drive. So what this does is it enhances my productivity. I have every app I need in one place. I don't have to go outside. And if you'd ask me, this is lovely. Like it's a time saver and it's something you should consider probably as a virtual assistant, or if you're someone who wants to up your tech skills based on where you work or what you work with. Google Drive is something that you would like. I've made it known that you can easily access Google Drive from anywhere in the world. You can sync your computer to Google Drive so that even if anything happens to your computer, all your documents are backed up on Google Drive. And then at the end of the day, you don't lose out totally. You get to have your documents and easily move from one laptop to another. And this is all. And also, you can go ahead to check out the Better Copper Crash courses. We have other wonderful courses lined up for you, and I think you would love to take them because in a world that's going fully digital, being equipped with both basic computer skills and the main computer skills is something you will need. And then if you're also thinking of transitioning into tech, or if you're thinking of a way of merging your tech career with whatever course you read in school, then this is an avenue for me to tell you that you can join our event happening on Friday, August 11th by 8 p.m., where we'll be discussing about scaling career with technology. Now, this is very important here because once you understand how to merge whatever course you studied in school with technology, it gives you an upper hand. And then will also change your mindset on the whole tech drama as well. Then last but not the least, you can see some courses we have here. We have more coming up, and I believe that this would help your career grow. And there's something to note, they are all free. So it's something you have to take. Go ahead and check out the Better Copper website. Then questions and answer. If you have any question you'd like to ask me concerning Google Drive, I did say you should go ahead and join our Discord community. The community link was attached in the mail where you get this particular video, and it's also attached in the video description that houses this particular video. So what happens when you join the community? You join a community of learners like you, of people with the same mindset, and then you can ask them questions. And that is one way you can reach me easily. I'm readily available on the platform. I would answer any question, and I would love to be part of your tech journey. Thank you. And this is all. Hope you learned one or two things, and I hope you utilize Google Drive to your advantage. Bye.